I'm focused, man. Tell Stott to holla at me, man. Blackest recap ever. Game of Thrones, final season. Season 8, episode 1. Winter is here, bitch. Winter is here. I'm here. Shania, first of her name, mother of sequence. Long live Daenerys, who that bitch is about to get the boot. Nobody is feeling her in the north. That's exactly what happens when chicks from down south come up north. Nobody is feeling you, hunty. All right, first up, I got my little dragon up here. He was flying in the air. Dragons flying high, you know how I feel. Give you a little Nina Simone. All right, so you got this little Oliver Twist looking kid running around because Daenerys and Jon have come back into Winterfell, and everyone is waiting for them to come through, and it's like the red carpet and shit up north in Winterfell, and the Unsullied is there, but you know they good. They not gonna freeze their balls off. Inside joke, and it's just a cold-blooded march to Winterfell, and then Dany makes her intro, and she walks over to Sansa, and Sansa's like, "Listen, bitch, let's stop the pleasantries. You want to chill here? You can chill here. My brother brought his girl. I got to deal with you. Let's call it a day." And everybody is there. And then Bran come through on some, well, let's ease up off all the chit-chat. We about to die. And he just comes through. You know, you got to love Bran and this whole new three-eyed raven shit, because basically he's functioning as a person, but he's not really the person that they formerly knew. He's just a shell of himself. But come the ending, he creeps up on you big time. Lady Mormont, she come through. She acting like a pastor. She said, "Screw this. I didn't sign up for this chick with the gray hair to come through. I signed up for Jon Snow, King of the North, and I did not expect for you to come through." Half man come up there, aka hype man. He has to come through and say, you know, y'all may be going tit for tat up here, but you have to remember, we're all gonna die. So he comes through, and basically this episode was really reunions. You got Sansa and Half Man, they having they one-on-one. You got Arya and the sword making bastard, they had they one-on-one. Then Daenerys and Jon, they had their little romantic one-on-one and shit. Then Theon and his sister Greyjoy, they had a one-on-one. And then Cersei and the Uncle Greyjoy, they had a one-on-one. They had more than a one-on-one. They was woo, knocking the boots. So you know, every time I do a recap, I always have to do some sort of weird analogy. So this is my new analogy for circa 2019. So Cersei is Nicki Minaj and Daenerys is Cardi B. Okay, run with me with that. Can I just ask you something, HBO? Why don't we have enough male frontal nudity? It's not like I want to see any gummy worms anyway, but I see women's ass, I see women's tits, and very rarely am I seeing male frontal nudity. I'm really tired of it, especially in this day and age that you can get porn for free. What are you giving me nudity for? So, they plotting on Jaime and Half Man. Damn, Cersei, there's no loyalty with that hoe. You gotta love it though. And then Greyjoy sitting up there, Uncle Greyjoy, that's what I'm gonna call him. He's asking, "Am I the best you ever had?" Like, come on. I mean, what does she know? Well, actually, Cersei, I think, got more bodies than Jaime does. But hey, then Theon come through, Midnight Marauders, while Homeboy is laid up sleeping around. Caught him, and Theon actually made himself helpful, which is a really cool thing. Can I tell you something one-on-one? That's my dragon sound. I'm not really feeling Daenerys this episode, and I guess that's the character arc where we kind of have to pull back for us, and they have to make Jon a little bit more dopey and sympathetic. And you know, you looking at this cat fighting where, you know, you can't bring another bitch into somebody else's house. Sorry, Jon. I mean, that's rule number uno. All right, you do not do that. But guess what I found out? Dragons don't like cold weather. So I think it's a little bit of foreshadowing there because he made mention of why don't you take your dragons back down south. So who knows? They may, I think at the end of this season they're gonna split it up in half, and she's gonna go back down south, and he's gonna stay up north. And I think in a idealistic world, that is how Game of Thrones is going to end. Hopefully, we hope. Can I tell you something else? I don't watch this for romance, so I really don't need to watch Stormborn and Jon coochie coo and play How to Tame a Dragon. No offense. I really don't need this because I'm watching it for the depth of the power struggle. I don't need, keep me warm at night. I don't need that. I really don't, all right? Can I tell you something? Sansa is over Jon. She is just like, listen, you little pussy whipped idiot. I don't have any time for this. I did not have to endure all the shit that I had to endure for you to bring some next bitch up in my mother's house so that you guys can play Love and War. Okay? 40 minutes into this, it wasn't enough death for me. I love to see gore. It really wasn't enough death. But I know there's going to be a couple of really big battles, and I'm going to be saying, no, there's a lie, right? Stormborn comes through and drops a bomb on Sam, and she said, I barbecued your daddy, and I barbecued your brother. Sorry, the shit happens. Then Sam runs up on Jon in the crypt and says, he drops a Maury Povich on him. He dropped an Ancestry.com on him. He dropped a Flex bomb on him. It was off the hook. Jon was like, "Come on, okay, me." So now Jon all messed up because he done gave his panty pie to Daenerys. And now he's like, damn, I done took the knee. Shorty's supposed to be my queen. But whatever. Finally, we bring it to some suspense, right? They back at the wall. My homeboy, the sexiest ginger who ever did it, Trauman, had me shook daddy. That, and I had to also use the bathroom. But, all the suspense, and they creeping all through the wall and everything. And then finally, they bump into the other dudes from the Night Watch. And they realize, they start making plans and saying, yo, we got to keep it moving. Yeah, we got to get to our homeboy Jon, our lost leader. But, the first episode was okay. I would give it a B+. Only I give it a B+ because it's my favorite child and it could do no wrong. But I understand why there couldn't be death at this first episode. And I think that everything is really, episode 3, 4, and 5, that's where you're really going to see the body of this show. And really, I think that we really have to pick sides right now. It's not who's going to die or what's going to be. I think we really have to pick sides. And I think that you're really seeing where the true character conflict is coming. Are we Mother of Dragons? I gotta get my nails done. Or are we Black, aka Jon Snow, aka the one true king? Who else am I waiting? Oh, wait! Last but not least, Jaime creeped up into Winterfell. He hasn't been here since he paralyzed Bran, and him and Bran locked eyes, and Bran was like, "What's up? It's on." That was a really, really great ending. One thing I have to do is tell you, when I start my support group for what to do when Game of Thrones is over, I really am going to address some of these issues that, I wouldn't say issues, but things that you really have to appreciate and enjoy, because this is how, if you had an enemy, this is how you would like to meet your enemy, where everything kind of sort of comes into place, and you either slit their neck, or you torture them, or you have them addressed in a pool of people who want them dead as well. I mean, this was a pretty good episode, but it wasn't the best, but I understand why you have to build up this climax and all of that, the art of storytelling. But I'm happy that it's back. My homie is back, and we're good. So I'll see you next time for the blackest recap ever.